Welcome to the Celtics Rise Up podcast. I'm your host, Justin Lowe. Whether you're watching us on YouTube, listening to us on Apple or Spotify, I appreciate it. Give us a follow on Instagram. We're nearing 16,000 followers, which is absolutely nuts. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're just getting started on that, where you guys can view our podcast. If you don't want to just listen to it, you want to view it, go ahead, come watch me. On Celtics Rising on YouTube, we're trying to build that up, as well as the website, as well as Twitter. Celtics_Rising on Twitter, Celtics Rising on Instagram, as well as YouTube. Let's jump right into this segment, and we're going to talk about the 2020 NBA Finals. Now, this is certainly a different finals matchup. We do see LeBron James make a return to the finals after a year off, as well as the fifth-seeded Miami Heat against the first-seeded LeBron James, Anthony Davis of the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's the problem with this series. The game of basketball is purely about matchups. In the Miami Heat, as great as they are, they do not match up to the Los Angeles Lakers at all. With Bam Adebayo being their center, Jay Crowder being their power forward, to go up against Dwight Howard, LeBron James, Anthony Davis is having an absolute field day on the Miami Heat. So, different matchups. Yes, this Miami Heat team, there is no question they took out our beloved Boston Celtics in 6. They took out the Milwaukee Bucks, the East-leading Milwaukee Bucks, who were predicted to go to the NBA Finals in just 5 games. They ended up in the 5th seed, swept the Pacers, but pre-hiatus, they weren't able to close out ball games at all. Typically they blow leads. And then the bubble came, and all of a sudden anything is possible in the NBA bubble. Miami Heat play fantastic basketball. They deserve to be in the NBA Finals. They really do. But this series, again, with the matchups, it's the promising future of the Miami Heat with Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo versus the hungry, championship-breeded Los Angeles Lakers, Dwight Howard, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Rajon Rondo. Rondo winning a championship, LeBron obviously winning multiple. Dwight Howard has been to the championship before, has never won. Anthony Davis, this is his first time playing in the finals. It feels like he's been in the finals more than LeBron James with the way he's been playing. So it's really about this young, promising future of the league versus the vets of the league. And that's exactly what it is. And there's no question about it. Miami Heat, this is a great team. They are in the whole 0-2. But the Los Angeles Lakers just match up better against the Miami Heat, and it's showing. An absolute blowout in Game 1, 116-98, and then a 124-114 double-digit win. So both games were double digits for the Heat and the Lakers in Miami's favor. So Miami goes down 0-2. We're sitting here, and the TV ratings are absolutely horrific. Absolutely horrific. Game 1, let me read you this. Game 1, 7.4 million viewers. That is the lowest audience, the smallest audience to view the NBA Finals since 1994. So 26 years ago, almost 3 decades, Game 1 was the least viewed NBA Finals, and it was a blowout. It was a blowout. So I assume people just turn the channel. So, oh gosh, well, this is a 20-point game. Might as well not even watch this. The previous low was Game 3, 2007. We're sitting here looking at these historic lows on the views for the NBA Finals, and we're kind of trying to put things together. And it runs back into my head that there are multiple reasons why the NBA is not viewed like it has been. There are reasons. I can name reasons. I will right now that the NBA is not getting views, that they are at an all-time low. First and foremost, I speak for all the fans in the NBA, not just the Boston Celtics fans, But nobody wants to see LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers win another championship. Nobody does, except for the toxic LeBron James fan base. Then we go over to the atmosphere. This is the NBA Finals. I get it. The NBA bubble, it's been like this for the past 3 to 4 months. Every team played 3 preseason games, 8 regular season games, and then the final 16 teams that remain got to play in playoff series. The intensity of the regular season in the bubble, in the first and second round series, that was way more intense to watch than this NBA Finals. Of course, 2 out of the 7 potential 7 games have been played. Lakers winning both of them handedly. But it's so boring, and I go back to the matchups. Adebayo is injured. He just got absolutely eaten up by Anthony Davis. And injuries, Jimmy Butler goes down, Goran Dragic goes down, as well as Bam Adebayo. Dragic and Adebayo missed game 2. Lakers defeated them pretty handedly. So again, the matchups. And this is a sports podcast, so I don't want to touch too much on this, but I respect that every single player in the staff is a human being. American citizens. But the fans do not like, and I'm not speaking for myself, there are a lot of fans, or at least a select few of fans, that refuse to watch the games because of the political and religious outtakes that the league is pushing out right now. I'm not saying they're wrong for doing it, but that has a lot to do with why that the NBA has such low views. And then getting back to the atmosphere of the NBA Finals, hearing the ball hit the ground and the players chatting and the shoes squeaking on the court, that's pretty unsettling for the NBA Finals. I get that, during a preseason game or a regular game, hearing the sights and sounds of the game, that's interesting to a lot of people. And once in a while in the finals, when you get those mic'd up coaches, mic'd up referees, and mic'd up players, that's pretty interesting too. But hearing it 24/7 just absolutely annoys me. It does. So I see there's a jumble. There's more than a handful of reasons why the NBA is losing viewers and ratings are going down. Yes, we get a different matchup. But on top of this, people are talking about putting an asterisk next to the banners, whoever wins, no matter who wins. And I agree with that. Although, yes, it was very tough. Whoever wins the championship, you deserve it. You worked hard on it. You worked hard for it, I should say. But there were tremendous cuts to the season. A lot of games missed. A lot of players missed because of the bubble or due to the fact that they had COVID-19. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It really is. I have not personally watched a lot of the NBA Finals due to the fact that I find it boring. Hopefully next year, and I can speak for everyone and every team, we can safely return to the arenas, or at least the teams can. I miss watching the Celtics play at the TD Garden, as well as I miss playing on the road. Playing in the same arena, with the same court design, with no fans. It's depressing as a basketball fan, and it really sucks because that's how this world is. This is what this world has come to. We are in a global pandemic. We will get through this. But as a sports fan, it's tough. And just in general, I'm making it sound like it's all about sports, which it isn't. But I'm just trying to talk about the fact that, man, do I miss playing basketball at the Garden, watching the Celtics, watching Geno time in the Garden, going to the games, cheering on the team. Hopefully one day we'll get back. Hopefully it's next year. If I got to wear a mask, if I got to socially distance, if I got to wear gloves, whatever it takes, I will. And I hope you guys do the same thing, because I'm ready to go back to the games, cheer on the Celtics, and watch them compete for an 18th banner. I think we're going to have a great year next year. And I'm not just saying that because obviously I'm a Celtics fan, but really I believe in this team. I believe in Danny Ainge, Brad Stevens. I believe in our players. Gordon Hayward got a big contract, player option coming up. Will he stay or will he go? Jason Tatum expecting that huge max contract. And Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart, they just recently signed big contracts to themselves, so it'll be fun to see what kind of improvements they are going to make on their game before the season starts. Sources say that the league won't start until after Christmas, so either a late December or January return. I believe the NBA draft is in October. I know the draft lottery already passed, which is crazy because the Minnesota Timberwolves have the first pick in the draft, and that's unsettling, but for them, might not be. I mean, they could use that for serious trade purposes. So it'll be very interesting, not only where roster changes throughout the league, but if we can get that little bit of normalcy back, even if we can't go to the games, that'd be pretty amazing. If we can just see the Celtics play on the parquet. And that's another thing I'm kind of upset about the NBA, is I know they only had 3 arenas to work with. Everyone was playing games. But in the playoffs, or even in the NBA Finals, at the practice facilities, they had 2 Miami Heat basketball courts, and I know for a fact, I think they had a Lakers court. Why couldn't they bring that to the arena and use that as the court designs for the games? I thought that would have been cool. But this bubble, I can't complain too much because the bubble has opened so many opportunities for so many players. Luka Doncic, Damian Lillard. We knew they were beasts. They absolutely, Devin Booker. Jason Tatum played great. Duncan Robinson. So I can keep naming. I mean, Dwight Howard as well. Dwight Howard really opened up. So NBA bubble, everyone stayed safe, stayed healthy. Cross our fingers. We still probably got another week or 2 left, depending on how this NBA Finals goes. If the Heat can climb back into it, which I think is very possible. I don't see a reason why they can't. So fingers crossed, but since we have returned, there have been no positive tests. Staff, players, broadcasters, journalists, and workers in the NBA bubble, there have been no cases. But this is going to wrap up the segment. Just wanted to come on and talk about the NBA Finals. I'm your host, Justin Lowe. Go follow me on my social medias, Instagram, @CelticsRising. We are nearing 16,000 followers, which is absolutely nuts. This upcoming May will be my 5th year running the page, which is absolutely incredible, and I appreciate it. So if you could go on, and if you're not already following me on Instagram, @CelticsRising, Twitter, Celtics_Rising, and on YouTube, Celtics Rising.